Oh, I'm going to share with you a little bit about my library portal and how it meets the competencies for the DPI. So if you take a look at the very first page, which is the home page, this home page meets competencies number 6 and number 8. And the reason why I designed this tab the way I did was because the district does not have a learning management system. At this time, I was at the Madison Metropolitan School District. And so the Building LibGuide is the one-stop shop for all materials and resources for both students, staffs, and teachers. I added the library catalog system so it was quick and easy access for students. I also added a book request for any questions students have or requests for books in the library. I added the apps because it's, again, the one-stop shop, both the G Suites and all the primary apps that teachers and students use, frequent apps in the library. And because we have a large ESL population, I added the Spanish library portal, and then again a little bit about my library mission and vision as well. The front page also has images of the Innovation Center and a few things that I did with students in the library, and they loved seeing that information. So again, this is how I met users' needs. It was easy access to the library management system, technology, apps students use on a daily basis. If I go on to the next page, which is my literacy programming, it meets DPI competency number 12. I designed it this way. I called it the literacy program because our building community should be aware of the great things we are doing in the library. So I want to promote what we are doing in the library. So far this school year in Milton, I have done Starbucks Cafe. And again, I added images of the cafe so that students and staff could see what we did. I did invite the teachers as well into Starbucks Cafe to taste test the new books in the library, and the staff in my new building in Milton, Wisconsin, also participated in the Global Read Aloud, and so I added a little bit about that as well. In the library, we have a fish from Stella Diaz, her blue beta. And then again, I added a little bit of resources and asking students their opinion on the next library programming. I added drop-down menus of authors and illustrators because I felt that these are resources, books that, or authors that students love to go to. They're their go-to authors, and so these authors have some fun sites that we can provide students with information, and they can explore these authors at their own leisure. And lastly, the personal interest in student work. This provides students with various information and resources. So when I was in Madison, I created this Ozobot coding station. So if you click onto it, then students are directed to the station and what they can do at that station. I also added some hour code activities, being mindful of the age group of the students, and resources again. I added quick and easy access to more ebooks that students may want to use in the library. And I also added student work. So students could take a look at their work. I just added Kiva planks and straw beads in the library, so I added that. And of course, kids like dinosaurs, so I added a clickable link that took you right to information about dinosaurs. And also, if students wanted to design their own video games, I added my Amping Up Gaming in the library portal as well. So this met users' needs because it shows programming in the library. It provides students with information and resources about authors and it allows students to explore their interest. And I added student images because what student would not be interested in seeing pictures of themselves? The next page is called databases, and this meets DPI competency number 10. I designed it the way I did because I wanted students to understand databases and why they are important. So that's why I added the definition of databases, and I also added a quick video about databases as well. Since I worked in a K-5 library and now a K-3 library, clickable images are easy for students at this age to navigate, so that's how I feel I met student needs. Again, because both buildings have a high population of ESL students, I also added web links or databases that are ESL designed or designed for English language learners as well. And again, you can click on the links and it'll take you right directly to the link. And so students can start exploring and learning. The next page is, I called it subjects, and the subjects meet competencies 5, 6, 8, and 13. I designed them for each of the subjects that students are exposed to. So if you look, I have reading, science, keyboarding, and mathematics. So again, some of these resources are for students. Some are also for teachers that they may use. Again, each of the images are clickable. I broke down science into specific strands like energy, environmental studies, animals, space, chemistry, physical science, simple machines. Again, resources for teachers and students to access at any time. We have a need for keyboarding in my district or my former district in Madison. So I broke down all the different types of tools you can use from beginning to intermediate to advanced. And I provided videos of each of the resources down below here, so you could click onto the image and the kids could watch a video on how to use the homeroom keys. I designed this section this way so that students and teachers have access to different resources in many different subject areas. And I feel I met users' needs because I know that when I was in Madison, the teachers in 5th grade did use the keyboarding and also the math. They used, many teachers used the math as well, and they were very excited about the math resources. The next tab is library skills, and it meets competencies 10 and 5. I designed this way with the different strands of learning the catalog, internet safety, and copyright because it focuses on learning about the online catalog, searching internet safety, and copyright, and these are skills that students need. So if you click onto the images, I designed Google Slides on each of the different strands so that they could learn about what is our cataloging system, what does it look like. I also tied it into the standards. So I wanted, and I also followed the we do, you do,